Some culture for you on the programme and head to the French Riviera, where the Cannes Film Festival kicked off last night. It is the 74th edition of the festival, cancelled last year because of coronavirus. Well, our reporter Florence Villeminot is there and we can speak to her now. Flo, you watched all of the action on the red carpet yesterday. Tell us some of the highlights.
Well, Nadia, the atmosphere here on the Croisette, which is where the festival takes place, was electric last night. We got to discover the jury that's presided by Spike Lee, the first time a black man has presided over the Cannes Film Festival jury. He's accompanied by 3 men and 5 women, including the French pop star Mylène Farmer, the French actress and director Mélanie Laurent, and the American producer and actress Maggie Gyllenhaal, just to name a few. Now, during the opening ceremony, there was a big tribute to Spike Lee and his cinematography, which often gets political and talks about race relations. You might remember his film from 2018, The Black Klansman, which actually won the Grand Prix here at Cannes. And that film, if you haven't seen it, definitely recommend it. It's based on a true story, the true story of a black policeman that infiltrated the Ku Klux Klan in the 1970s. Now, at a press conference yesterday, Spike Lee got political, true to his nature. He lashed out against authoritarians around the world and the way black people are treated in the United States. He was asked a question at one point about his classic 1989 film, Do the Right Thing, on race relations in New York City, and here's what he had to say.
I wrote it in 1988. When you see Brother Eric Garner, when you see King George Floyd murdered, lynched, I think of Ray Rahim. And you would think and hope that 30-something years later, the black people stop being hunted down like the animals.
Spike Lee there. And Flo, it's not just Spike Lee, is it? Because the Cannes Film Festival is often the stage for political statements.
Absolutely. It's often an opportunity for actors, directors to talk about political situations in their home countries, but broader issues as well. You might remember in 2018, dozens of high-profile actresses and directors held a red carpet protest on the red carpet that's right behind me to a protest against gender-based discrimination in the film industry. There were some very high-profile people who took part in that: Kate Blanchett, Salma Hayek, etc. Lots of French people as well, Céline Sciamma. And though some progress has been made in that department, there still is a lot of work to be done. For instance, there are only 4 films by women in the official selection of 24 films. And so far, only 1 film by a woman has won the top prize, the Palme d'Or. That was the piano, by Jane Campion in 1993. This year, there has been progress made, not in the official competition, but in a lot of the side parallel competitions, for instance, Un certain regard, where there is a certain amount of parity. But there do tend to be red carpet protests here at Cannes. If we stick with 2018, once again, 16 black actresses this time, led by the Senegalese-born actress Aïssa Maïga, they also held a protest on the red carpet, this time against pervasive racism in the French film industry, where once again there still is a lot of work to be done.
Well, we'll see if there are any more